Hey everyone, welcome back to another Kevin's Kreations here on Geektopia Island. I'm Kevin.
I'm Cardwell.
And today, it's a little more chill of a day. We're going to be going over the new set of Force of Will. Alice Origins 2 is what they call it.
Part 2.
And we're going to go over all of what's in it. The starter decks, the machine ruler, and just all the cards in the set.
Yep.
We're going to go over what we think of the cards, how they compare to other stuff, and like essentially our grading value of it is if it's good in standard, if it'd be good in like Wanderer, or if it'd be good in limited, or not good at all.
Just not good at all, yeah.
Because there is cards that is in all of those. We each have our own thought process on how cards work, so you'll get to see how different we are on things. Sometimes we both think the card's super good.
Yep.
You'll see.
Even though it's pretty crap, and people tell us crap, but no, we're good.
But yeah, we both like to brew a whole lot of stuff, so you get to see our thought process on all of that. We will have it colored broke down, so if you want to see like a certain color, you can just go check it down below, and it'll tell you where that color is at. And if you have any questions or anything, just send us a comment down below. We'll see what we can do about it.
Oh yeah.
But before we get into it, guys, we just remind you that we do have a Patreon. It only takes $1 to support us and show us some extra love, and we would greatly appreciate it. The link will be down below. Go check that out and see what you like. With that, guys, let's delve into this set and see what that's about.
Oh yes.
First off, we're going over the rulers that are in the starter decks, which is Pricia and Valentina. So first we're going to hit Pricia, and she is the red-green ruler, and they're still stranger rulers, so they have the stranger 10 rule.
Yep.
You can have a stranger deck, no more than 2 of each copy, and you can do whatever you want on it. And yeah. Judgments for 2 green and a red, so pretty cheap judgment like the others.
Yep.
And it energizes a red or a green. And whenever a wind regalia enters the field under your control, you choose one. If the regalia is Claw of the Sacred Beast, you choose up to 2 instead. And you can choose to either put a stranger from your deck at random in your hand, put a 6/6 Wind Beast Resonator into play, put 2 friendship counters on this card, or you can pay 0 to do Judgment this turn.
Yep.
So she's all about friendship counters. We're not exactly sure how those work just yet, but we're going to find out as we go. And all I know is that her beasts get bigger with friendship counters. That's the major thing that happens.
With the power of friendship, we'll win this battle.
She judgments into a 7/7, so it's kind of meh, but it's worth it for what she does. And she's got swiftness, so she can auto attack. Because all Pricias have always had that pretty much.
They're angry.
Kind of ridiculous.
They're very angry.
But her God's Art is the real power of friendship. It's green, green, and red. Double attack and defense of all J Resonators you control until the end of the turn. So that is actually pretty strong, just to be like, she's a 14/14 with swiftness, the turn you judgment, because your judgment is probably 0.
Exactly.
So you're like, cool, this 3 mana that I was going to use for judgment, I can just God's Art and hit you for 14.
Yep.
And a 14/14 literally will kill any J ruler in the format right now, even Brunhild. So it's pretty sweet.
Yep. And remember, it's basically instant cast speed or whatever. So you just attack, wait till they block, and then you can do it or not.
Yeah. Yeah, you can choose whenever you want to do it. If you need to do it on their turn, you can. I don't really know why you would.
If you want super block, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's an option.
Yeah, for sure.
And she is a 7 king / beast, so anything that deals with beast, she gets to have the extra bonus to it too.
All right, and the next one, of course, is Valentina. She's the blue-black ruler, and basically she has Stranger 10 as well, that we already went over and all that fun stuff. Her judgment is blue, blue, and black, just like Staple, and energizes blue-black. But on her front side, whenever water regalia enters the field under your control, choose one. If the regalia is Lover's Lock, choose up to 2 instead. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you Lover's Lock has Quick Cast. So, choose a card from your stranger deck at random, put it in your hand, return target Resonator to the owner's hand, or target Resonator attacks become 0 until end of turn, or Judgment becomes 0. And that's why it's just to have that in mind that Lover's Lock has Quick Cast. Because instant speed, you can just be like, oh, that dude's attack is 0, don't do any damage, or go ahead and just bounce him, because why not, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly. And the fact that you can choose those two, so in combat, you can immediately be like, bounce that dude does no damage, and it dies because I block with a dude. Stuff like that. Now, on her flip side, which I don't think the art even changed, she's a 6/12, and your Resonators your opponent's control gains -400, -0. So makes all their dudes smaller.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
That alone is just super strong. It's not going to totally break the game, but it will tremendously change it.
Yeah.
Because it makes math much harder. You're like, oh, your dudes are little. Thanks.
Yeah. And if you watch any of our brawls where he uses the black enchantment that with -2 or -400, -400 everything, it makes a difference in battle. It really does. But enter. Put the top card of your Magic Stone deck into the field rested, which is kind of weird and cool for blue-black, I guess. But God's Art. Binding Chain. Blue and a black. Remove target resonator from the game. Search your opponent's deck, graveyard, and hand from all cards that share the same name of resonator and remove them from the game. Shuffle your opponent's deck, and then choose a card from your stranger's deck at random and put it into play. I did not realize that it was just straight up a dude on the field that you remove.
I didn't either. I read that wrong too.
Yeah, there's cards in other decks where it's from the discard or grave side that you get rid of and remove it all. But when you're like, I don't like that dude, get rid of them all the time.
Yeah, we just both realized that this is literally from play. So you're like, cool, pay blue-black, remove that guy, remove that threat from my board, and go get all of the other ones.
Please.
It's a little bit better than the other ones. Because you don't have to actually kill that dude before it deals with it. It just auto deals with it.
Yeah, it just auto deals with it, which is pretty solid. Super good.
I mean, it does have a stipulation now that you have to be in play for it, but I'll take that because it gets rid of it, dude.
Exactly.
The next guy we have is Machina. He is the buy a box promo. So if you buy a box, you get one of these as the ruler, and he is really, really strong. He's just as, I mean, they're all really good, but he's the blue-green one. He's got Stranger 10, so same Stranger deck rules, no more than 2 copies. His Judgment is a blue, blue, and green, and he energizes a blue and a green. Whenever a Water Regalia enters the field under your control, you choose one. If the Regalia is Maribel type 0, choose up to 2 instead. Choose a card from your Stranger deck at random and put it in your hand. Put 2 2/2 Water Resonators into play that are machines. Put 5 1/1 counters on a Maribel type 0, or you may pay 0 to do Judgment this turn. So he's all about machines, and I mean it's Machina. Everybody loves Machina.
Exactly.
He judgments into a 12/12 Pierce. Solid.
Yeah.
One of the few cards that just auto has Pierce.
Yeah, pretty much.
And as long as you control a resonator named Maribel type 0, this card gets plus 1,000. So he's a 22/22. That
pretty
seems good.
Yeah, right.
God's Art is update is a green and a blue. Put 10 1/1 counters. Put 10 1/1 counters on Maribel type 0 you control. Choose a card from a stranger deck at random and put it into your hand. So his God's Art is my Maribel gets big, and I'm big because I have a Maribel type 0. So let's just go. And he gets a stranger. He's kind of ridiculous.
That's overkill.
Yeah, he can get there really fast.
Yeah.
You just want to judgment him for 0, and then you pay your green and a blue, and he gets big.
All right, now we'll actually get into the starter decks themselves. And the first one is actually a stranger. It's a red one. Barus, the machine god of conflagration. It's a 2 red and 8/8. Resonators you control gain +2, 0 while attacking, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Awaken. Green, enter. J resonators you control gains Pierce until end of turn. Or red, J resonators you control gain Swiftness until end of turn. So pretty solid.
This stranger's awesome, actually.
The stranger is really good, especially just another Pierce effect that doesn't really happen that much.
So while we're doing this, some of y'all will get to see our original reactions to these cards because we haven't seen the entire set. We've seen bits and pieces, but some of these are pretty crazy. Exactly. That dude's really strong just because he'll definitely be used in standard. He is one of the starter deck cards, but he's really good because with the way strangers work, you get him to your hand, so you get to choose when you get him or when you want to play him.
Yeah.
So if you have 4 mana, you can just play this dude for 4, and your dudes get Swiftness and Pierce.
Yep.
Which is pretty strong.
And Resonators you control attacking gets +200, so it's basically a 10/8.
Yeah.
I would definitely, if you play Malgus, I would throw him in there too. You don't need the Pierce, but if you have dudes that are attacking all the time and aggro, then you need that +200 damage.
Yeah. Next up is the Blue Wizard. It is a stranger. It is 1 blue for 6/6 quick cast. Enter. Cancel target automatic ability of a resonator.
Nice.
So it's a nicer Lorite.
Yeah, it's nicer. No, interplay it's an automatic ability.
Yeah, automatic ability of a resonator. So it's not just anything, but it still is very good for what it does.
Yep.
It's not as strong because it's a stranger, so you have to get it, but it can help you.
Exactly. And a 6/6 for 1 is not too bad. Alright, the next one is Charm of the Princess. It's 2 blue and X. It's a mage art. Gain control of target Resident Hero total cost X or less. That's super good.
Yeah, it is a very good reprint.
That is real good since the Regalias do mage art, I do believe. The blue black one. So
with this card becoming a mage art, it makes this card a lot more viable than it was before.
Yes.
Because it is a reprint, and before it was used, but it wasn't as strong. But with all of the Regalias, because they each add for each their specific whatever
colors, yeah.
This essentially gives this card 2 mana for free, which is pretty strong.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Definitely going to be used in standard.
Yeah.
Next up is Cinderella, the Valkyrie of Glass. She has 2 blue for a 2/8. You enter, put a glass counter on this card. This card gets plus 600 as long as there is a glass counter on it, becoming an 8/8 total. Whenever this card deals damage, remove a glass counter from it, and pay a 2 blue, return this card to its owner's hand. So essentially it's a 2 mana 8/8.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's
a decent filler, but it's nothing like nothing
limited.
to squawk at.
Yes. I would play this pretty good for a little bit.
Unfortunately, you're not really getting this limited because it's in the starter deck.
Yeah. So,
but if they put the others like Valkyrie stuff in this, then this card gets a lot better. But if they don't, then this card is kind of meh.
And she's a fairy tale, even though it says Valkyrie on top too. So
yeah.
All right. Next one is Percival, the Charmed Knight. It's 1 blue, 2/2. It's none of the round. So enter. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal a Regalia or chant from among them and put them in your hand. Put the rest at the bottom of your deck in random order. Banish this card, force 1.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's kind of weird. It has utility. You can also, in response to the enter trigger, banish the card to force your top card. Make sure you can get what you want, if you wanted to. And force is basically you look at the top card, and if you don't want it, put it at the bottom of your deck.
Yeah. Yeah, this Percival is pretty strong for what it is. If you're digging real deep, she does a good job of that.
Yeah.
Next up is Triton, the Prince of Ocean. He's 2 blue for an 8/8 stranger, and he's got quick cast. Other water resonators you control gain +2/+2. So he's pretty strong for blue decks.
Yeah.
That's really about where he's at. I mean, there's not much else. Like any kind of Lord is always good to have.
Yep.
I don't know if you'd want 2 of them as a stranger, but just 1 would be pretty strong.
Yeah, not too bad. Valentina's Zealot is the next. It's a 1-drop, 1/5. I like the art colors with this. Banish this card. Your J ruler cannot be targeted by spells or abilities until end of turn. So it's there. Just pick protect Valentina.
I mean, that's what a good soldier does.
Yep, exactly.
Next up is Afank, the Phantom Beast. He is a green and 1 for a 6/6 beast. Enter. Target resonator gets +2/+2 until the end of turn. He's cool.
He's cool for aggro, maybe.
I don't know how good he's going to be, but I didn't really see him played very much before. I don't think he's going to get played a lot this time.
Yeah.
Sadly.
The next one is a stranger. It's a deep green magician, Liz. It's 2 green, quick cast, 7/8. She's an elf, and it enters cancel target chance spell. Pretty good. That's really good.
Yeah, it's really good stranger because again you put him in your hand so you can use it whenever you need to cancel a spell, and it gives you a free dude.
Yeah.
Next up is the Friendly Seeking Mole.
He does not look friendly.
Yeah,
at all.
he really does not. Looks pretty kind of terrifying. But anyways, a green for a 3/3 beast. Enter. Put a friendship counter on your J ruler. Then, if there are 3 or more friendship counters on your J ruler, search your deck for a Wind Regalia, reveal it, and put it in your hand. Then shuffle your deck.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that dude's pretty solid for what Pricia wants to do. He's pretty solid because he helps you fuel that, and then if you get him, you get to go get her Regalia to just be like, hey, cool, more things.
Exactly, and he's a beast, so it all works out.
Yeah.
The next one is another stranger, just a green wizard, 1 green, 6/6. Enter. Choose a race. J resonators you control of the chosen race gain barrier. Okay.
Great.
1 green, target J resonator gains +2 in a turn. So, fire breathing help with barrier? God, this guy is insane good.
Really strong for a 1-drop dude.
Yep.
It is a stranger, so it's kind of random to get it. But if you get it, your dudes are barriered. Like,
and mostly are gonna probably just be beast if you play with Pricia. And you're like, beast are barrier, and you swing all out, and you're like, which guy's gonna get pumped? You don't know.
Yeah. Oh, that guy made it through. Let's pump that dude up a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty good right there.
Next up, Herald of the Beast Lady. It is a 1-drop 4/4 beast. Vanilla dude. It is pretty strong just because it's a 4/4 beast.
Yep, and it feels like this rabbit has no idea what to do because he doesn't even know the Beast Lady's name.
Yeah, he's just
like, I'm just like, here. We're good. Alright. Okay, Pricia's Encouragement. It's 1 green quick cast. It's a sword art. Target J Resonator you control deals damage equal to its attack to target J Resonator your opponent's control. It hits J's, that's pretty good. If this card was awakened, choose a card from your stranger deck and random and put it in your hand. So for awakening cost is red, so a green and a red, you get to kill a dude hopefully and get a stranger. Super solid.
Yeah, it is a sword art, so it can be played for free with the Regalia, and it's really, really strong because they've made cards like this before, and they nerfed the last one that did this. I don't know why, but this one is essentially the same card because it's target J Resonator deals damage. They had one like that before, but they took off the J. I don't know why they did. I hope they don't do that on this one.
Yeah,
because this one is really, it's relatively balanced for being what it is because it costs 2 to do it, and you have to have a creature to kill something.
Yeah. Other than that, super solid.
It's super strong.
Use it in all formats.
Next up is Rapid Growth. It is a green for a quick cast Remnant sword art. Target J Resonator gains +4/+4 until the end of turn. This card is awesome back then. It's awesome back right now.
Yeah. Especially they made it into a sword art.
Yeah, so it's helpful because it's now free.
Yeah.
That seems good.
Both times it's free. When you play it, and then you can cast it from the graveyard at the same time.
For the same mana time. From the Regalia. Yep. So you're like, cool, add 2 green. This dude gets +8/+8. Great.
Yeah,
that is super strong. So definitely gonna be used in standard.
Agreed. Alright, next one is Sprinting Wolf. 2 green, 6/5, Precision. Hey, Precision's actually showing up a lot now. That's weird. I like it. It's a solid okay card.
Yeah, it's a good reprint.
Yeah.
Next up,
Nitzveh,
the Guardian of the Green Branch. It is a stranger for 2 green quick cast 7/8. Enter, recover target J Resonator. So a lot of the green strangers apparently have quick cast.
Yeah.
And she's pretty good. I mean, I don't know, you'd have to use it in the right spot for it to work right, but she could do really well for you because you're just like, on the turn that you Judgment and God's Art, pretty strong because you're like, cool, swing 14 Pricia, untap, swing 14 Pricia. Yeah!
Yeah, that is true.
But other than that, I mean, it's just, she's got to be used correctly.
Agreed. Alright, we'll go into the black now. It's a Loki, the Ancient Demon Lord Stranger. It's 3 black and 7 for a 12/12, so 10 altogether, but I'm sure there's more. He's a god. Flying. You may pay 1 less to play this card for each Resonator in the field. Just in the field.
Yeah, yours and theirs.
And theirs. Enter. Remove all other Resonators from the game.
Hey, let's kill the board.
This guy is super good.
Yeah.
Super good.
More often than not, this dude's going to be costing like 4 mana.
Yeah.
4 to 5 mana is where this dude's probably going to be costing. Because they're going to have at least 2 dudes, and you're probably going to have at least 2 dudes. So that alone, this dude costs 6. For a 12/12 that removes the whole board.
The whole board.
Seems good. And you have a 12/12 flyer then. Because he removes all other Resonators. So he doesn't care about whatever else is in play.
And there's no imperishable. It just removes.
Yeah. Get it out of my life. Next up, Awakening of the Beast Queen. It is a green and red for a quick cast. Sword art. Choose one. J Resonators you control get +6/+6 until the end of the turn, or put 2 friendship counters on your J Ruler. Then recover up to 2 magic stones.
Okay.
Or put 2 6/6 Wind Beast Resonator tokens into the field. Wow.
So friendship counters, and it costs 1 red, or or put 2. Yeah.
So for 3 mana, you can get any number of things, making your dudes big for Judgment turn.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could get extra dudes to set up your Judgment turn. Or you get to just get more friendship counters to make your dudes angrier.
That's good.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
And I really like it if you do I like that the friendship one lets this card cost less because you're not getting as much value.
Yeah.
I mean, you are, but this card only costs 1 mana, then.
It's more setup for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I'm going to talk about the mana cost. It says green, red, green, which I don't know if that's actually happened before. And not like green, green, red.
Yeah, they changed it in this set, and I don't know why, but.
It's super weird. But awesome, good card, for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, Claw of the Sacred Beast Regalia. It's a green and a red. Mythic, so of course you can only have 1 on the field at one time. Beast and 4 Sacred Beast Resonators you control gain +1/+1 for each friendship counter on your J Roller. So that's where the counters come in. And tap, produce 2 wheels of any combination of red and green. Spin this only to play God's Arts, Strangers, or Sword Arts. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Their regalias are really strong just because they're very well balanced.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of them for doing that because the last regalias were way overpowered.
Yeah.
But these new ones are all really balanced because they help with what they need to do, and they're all pretty much the same. Next up is the pet dragon of the Lord of the Seas. He is 2 blue and a black and 3 for a 10/10 flying dragon. You pay 1 less to play this card for each chant in your graveyard.
Nice.
Enter, destroy resonators with total cost 1 or less your opponent's control.
So definitely good against aggro.
Yeah, good against any kind of aggro deck, but I still don't know how strong this dude's gonna be just because it costs so much for what he does.
Yeah.
He's cool, but you may be dead by the time you get to play this dude.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe if you just do the harvesting season and put 10 in your land and maybe he's a 3-drop.
Yeah, the chance.
Yeah.
It could be then.
We'll see. Right, next one. Eureka, the Puppet Lord of the Seas. It's 2 blue and black, 9/9 king. If you control a J ruler, this card in your hand gains quick cast and you may pay 1 less to play this card. That's pretty cool. Enter. Rest target resonator, regalia your opponent controls. If it doesn't recover during your recovery phase as long as the card is on the field. Nice. As long as you control El Chiffon, the pet dragon of the Lord of the Seas, this card gains flying and barrier. Wow. Alright, so there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, this dude makes the dragon a lot better.
Yeah. But to be able to tap the regalia and be like, you don't get free spells anymore, pretty much.
Yeah. The fact that this dude does hit a regalia is pretty clutch. Because, yeah, like he said, don't do free things.
Yeah, don't.
You get no free mana. That's pretty strong. And it's as long as he's in play. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
As long as I'm in the field, you can't get that back. And he's not any kind of legendary or anything like this. You can have multiple.
Yeah.
You're like, cool, this dude, lock that dude down. Lock that dude down.
Yeah.
And then we play my 1 dragon and they get barrier. So you can't target him now.
And
Thanks.
Flying to swing over. This guy is really good.
Yeah, he's really strong if you're playing Chiffon. Next up is Freya, the goddess of full moon. She is a blue and a black for a 7/7 resonator. She's a stranger. Enter, destroy target resonator with total cost 3 or less. You gain life equal to its defense.
Yes, please.
Solid.
Agreed.
I will take 2 mana 7/7s that kill a creature and gain me life.
And gain you life.
Solid.
All the day, every day.
This card's actually really disgusting with Valentina because of her ability to make something have a 0 power.
Yeah.
So you're like, cool, that dude's 0 power, but he's got like 13 defense. Kill him. I'm
Kill
gonna
him.
gain 13 life. That's kind of disgusting now that I think about it.
And it only costs 2, so the regalia just taps it, and you get, it's just
Awesome.
full value.
Yeah, all the values.
Alright, next one is Guardian of Outland. It's a stranger as well. It's a green, red, green. It's a 0/2000, so think about killing this guy and getting all the life. Enter. Put the top card of your magic stone into the deck in the field rested. At the beginning of your turn, this card gains attack equal to its defense until end of turn, which is also busted.
Wow. That dude's pretty silly.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
He's gonna get there.
He's a tree man, and he does 2,000 damage, so half a life total. On turn 3, and with that 1 card that gives him Pierce, right?
Yeah.
So, that's good.
This dude's pretty strong just because, I mean, yeah, you have to wait a turn, but okay, cool.
Especially since Pricia can double his attack and defense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you God's Art, and then he gets big.
Yeah. So, super cool.
Next up is Lover's Lock. It is a black and a blue with Mythic, and it's got quick cast like Colorless stated earlier.
Yep. And
it produce 2 wills of any combination. Play this for only God's Arts, Strangers, and Mage Arts. And that's essentially why it has quick cast, so it does all the silly stuff with it.
Yeah, with Pricia, all her bounce or make a dude smaller or whatever.
Yeah.
The next one is Magna's Guardian's Beast. It's a green, red, green, 6/6. Enter. You may search your deck for up to 2 resonators with total cost 1 and put them in the field and shuffle your deck. This guy's insanely strong.
Dude, he's so good.
The fact that you just play him as a 6/6 and then you can get 2 1-drops and put them in the play. And then they get bigger for each friend. Because you're going to probably be playing Beast. So they come into play and get friendship counters and all this fun stuff, and he's just really good.
Yeah, and like when this dude was first spoiled, I saw a lot of people hating on him.
Yeah.
And I didn't really understand it because it's literally 3 mana to get 3 dudes.
Yeah.
You're paying 1 mana per dude is really all you're paying for. And like Carlos stated, you get 2 beasts, and the 2 beasts that are easy to get right now that are in these colors is the little fox that
Yeah.
came from this last set that's like a 4/4, and he gets +1/+0 in swiftness if you pay 4 life. So you're like, cool, pay 3 mana, go get 2 of those. You take 10 the turn I play this dude.
Yeah.
And I get 3 friendship counters because I played beasts. Like, what? Like,
And-
how is that bad?
And there's no other restrictions. You can dive into other colors too.
Yeah.
And just put in like, oh, my mana fixing's in. Thanks for the other 1-drops and the fixes stuff.
There's no color restrictions. So you're like, cool, I want a Layla and a Dark Alice because I can.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And then you sacrifice Layla to Dark Alice to get your...
To get
black.
extra stones.
Yeah,
It
extra
just-
stones.
This dude's so much value for 3 mana. Like, he will never not be good.
Yeah.
And put it that way.
Just the best. He's
If you play red green, play this dude.
Yeah, agreed.
Next up is the Masked Prince. He's a blue and a black for a 6/6 human. Enter, search your deck for a card named Cinderella and put it into the field.
Okay.
Then shuffle your deck. If you control Cinderella, you may instead choose a card from your stranger deck at random and put it into your hand.
Okay.
Cat, put a glass counter on Cinderella. Alright, so this dude makes Cinderella a little bit better. Not a whole lot,
Yeah.
but a little bit.
But you never want to play a card for another card. That's the weird thing about it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they're okay, but it's not really that strong. It's cool because it can give you an extra free stranger, but meh.
But then again, yeah, for 2, just like the line here, it's 2 mana for 2 dudes. So you're paying mana for each one, and one's a 8/8 and one's a 6/6. So it's pretty good. I
Yeah,
guess.
that makes it a lot better now that I think about it, because you get Cinderella turn 2.
Yeah, I had to reread him, and it says put it in the field. So you just straight up put her in the field.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, blue black can be aggro now. It's kind of weird.
Right? Especially making all your other dudes smaller.
Yeah.
Alright, the next one is Morrigan, the goddess of tragic love. She's a stranger. 2 blue and black, 9/10. That's pretty good. She's a goddess. Flying. Okay. Enter. Look at your opponent's hand, choose a card, then remove that card from the game.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I'll take that for 3 mana all day.
Agreed. Especially since she has flying.
Yeah. That's a really strong stranger. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's 3 mana and you remove a card. Like, who cares? You get to choose it too.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
And it's a 9/10 flying. So that's pretty awesome.
Next up is Space Time Anomaly. It is one of the best cards I've ever seen printed.
Yep.
It is a black and a blue for a quick cast. It's now a mage art. Because why not?
Why not? Yeah.
It's got quickness and remnant. And target J Resonator gets -5/-5 until the end of turn. Draw a card. So it's a cantrip and it kills a dude twice.
Mm-hmm.
Or it can kill a big dude. You're like, cool. That dude gets -5/-5. Flash it back or remnant it back. That dude gets -5/-5 again.
And you draw 2 cards. From
And you
that.
draw 2 cards. Like, this card is not, like, it's so strong. It was good back then.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be good now. And this time it can be free because the Regalia pays for it.
Exactly. And it has quick cat. It's just
Card's silly. If you're playing blue-black, probably should be playing this card.
a full play set in the
Yeah.
main board.
Oh, yeah.
All right. The Princess of Love takes control. It's 2 blue and a black quick cast. We're playing everything on your opponent's turn today.
Yeah.
All right. It's a mage art. Quick cast. Choose one. Put target resonator or regalia on the bottom of its owner's deck. Hell yeah. Put 2 target resonators from your graveyard in the hand. Okay. Choose a card from your stranger's deck at random, put in your hand, and then recover target regalia.
That card's awesome. That last ability alone is pretty strong because so either way, this card only costs 1 mana if you do that last one. So both of the new 3-drop cards so far
Yeah.
make their card cost 1 or have an option that allows their card to cost 1.
Yep.
Because this one untaps your Regalia, so it's a different way to make this one cost 1, but it still essentially does. This card's bonkers.
Yeah. Really ridiculous and bonkers and just yeah.
I don't think this card is like a full playset of, but like a 1 or 2 of would be really strong.
Maybe.
Because it can do so much options for you. Because it Gravediggers 2 dudes back, so you get 2 dudes back from your yard, or you can put one of their things on the bottom of their deck, so they can't even get it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
good luck.
Can't. No indestructible. No like anything. Like it's just like nope. Just goes away.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Your one big dude or your Regalia go away for a while. Next up is the World Tree Fox. He's a red and a green. For a 6/6 beast, enter, put a friendship counter on your J Ruler. Then if there are 3 or more friendship counters, choose a card from your stranger deck at random and put it in your hand.
Yeah. Not too bad.
That's pretty cool for a 2-drop beast.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it fuels you or it gives you extra cards.
Simple as that.
or either way, it fuels you.
Of course, and of course, the starter deck comes with the land, with the magic stone of Interactia's Memorial, which is super solid because you need that in pretty much every time you play a stranger deck for sure.
Yeah.
And what it does is tap, produce a will of any attribute shared with your J Ruler.
Yeah.
It's solid.
And then we have the dual stones of the colors right now. So we have Magic Stone of Blasting Waves, which is white or red-green.
And then of course Dark Depth, which is blue-black.
And that is it for the starter decks.
I guess they don't have a blue-green?
No, that's the buy box thing, so it'll be in the set. The white red one. Cool. But that is it for the starter decks, guys. We'll delve into the actual set now.
Alright, now we're going to start into the white cards from the actual set. And it is By Who, the Sacred Beast. It's a white and a 2, 6/6. The Resonator is a 4 Sacred Beast, so that works with Pricia and all that. Precision, enter. You gain 2 life for each 4 Sacred Beasts you control. Now we're done with white. Because that's literally the only white card, just for some weird reason.
For Pricia.
For Pricia, but yeah, it's super hard to make 4 colors, so
yeah.
Don't know why.
Next up is the Secret Duel in the Moonlight for red. It is 1 red, sword art / moon art, and as additional cost to play this card, you pay any amount of life. Draw a card for each 1,000 life paid this way. Red Awakening. This card deals X damage divided as you choose to any number of target J resonators, where X is the amount of life you paid as an additional cost. Or it looks like Moon Mana is back. Moon Mana as Awakening. J resonators gain -1/-1 for each 100 life paid as an additional cost until the end of turn.
So, of course, right now there is no Moon Mana that we can provide. So, we'll have just to wait and see what this card can do.
Yeah, well, it may not be useful right now, but it could be useful later. It's still really pretty good for 1 red.
Yeah.
Because you can draw extra cards, and then you get to, if for an extra red, you can divide the damage how you want, which is pretty strong. Just to be like, that dude dies.
Yeah. And then, of course, what's your favorite black card with the Moon Edition one? The Final Death?
Oh, no, it's not Moon Edition, but Final Battle. This is kind of like Final Battle.
Almost, yeah.
It's like a weird Final Battle, but it could work that way.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, the next one is Zhu Q. The Sacred Beast. It's 1 red and 1, 4/4. It has quickness, and this card deals 200 damage to target resonator for each 4 Sacred Beasts you control. So there you go, that's just another Sacred Beast for you.
Yeah, and this one is really strong just because it shoots dudes away.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, now we're into blue.
That's it, yeah.
That quick.
That's all the red, so let's go.
Alright, so first off, blue, a present from Machina. It is 1 blue, quick cast, sword art. Draw a card. If you control Maribella, choose a card in the stranger deck at random and put it in your hand. So it's just a cantrip that lets you get a free stranger.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. I don't know how well it's going to be used, but it could be.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to totally say it's not useless yet, but if it's played, it's going to be in standard.
And if you have Maribel, you just tap it to play it anyway, so it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, the next one is All-Consuming Suspicion. It's 1 blue edition. As you play this card, target a Resonator. This card enters the field added to chosen target. Added Resonator cannot attack Resonators. Banish this card, draw a card.
Huh. So it's like a weird pacifism.
Weird, yeah. It's a weird thing. I would say limited, so your smaller dudes don't die. And then at any point, you can just draw a card.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Because
Yeah.
it's not so useful in standard because they can still attack you.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man.
Next up is the Buster Rifle. It's 1 blue for Machine Edition. Cards named Maribel, type 0. You control, gain Pierce. Great. Tap. Target J Resonator you control gets +4, +100. +0.
Jeez. Alright.
Tap. Banish a Machine Resonator. This card deals damage equal to the banished Resonator's attack to target J Resonator. Play this ability only if you control Maribel, type 0. This card's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Because it can help your Maribel's bigger. Your Maribel type 0 get bigger. And give Pierce.
Yep.
I like it.
And you just start stacking dudes and start blowing up dudes.
Yeah, and tap being able to fight bear something is kind of silly.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, next one is Color the Gorgons. It's a 1 blue, 2/5 wizard. You may pay 1 less to play Gorgon spells. And banish this card, put target Gorgon from your graveyard into your hand. Hopefully there'll be lots of those, because I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, maybe there will be. We'll see. If there is quite a few, it's gonna be really pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, first one, Uriel, the Dark Eye of Blindness, is a blue and 2 for a 6/5 Gorgon. Enter rest target resonator. It doesn't recover during its recovery phase as long as this card is in the field.
Nice.
Pay a blue, target Gorgon gets plus 200 until the turn. Play this ability only once per turn.
That's weird, only once per turn, but yeah, it's not too bad. And so if they have a Gorgon tribe, will you be playing, Kevin?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
this is your favorite race, right?
Yeah. Gorgons are like my favorite thing ever, so
Yeah.
definitely be playing them at some point in time.
So hopefully we'll see a lot more here. All right, next one is 4C. 2 blue, mage art, you draw 2 cards. Simple as that.
It's a good reprint. They changed it to a mage art.
I was about to say, yeah, it looks like old art right there.
Yeah. It's really strong, actually.
Yeah.
Since the new Regalias, they make cards like that a lot more like powerful
Awesome,
and
yeah.
useful because they can be free.
Yeah. Tap a Regalia, draw 2 cards. Thanks.
Yeah. Next up is the Gear Golem, the magical soldier. He is a stranger. He is 5 blue for a 40/40.
Yes.
As long as you control 20 or more machines, this card gains Pierce and Barrier. This card's trash. Trash.
I think he's okay.
You're never going to control 20 more machines.
It doesn't matter.
Ever.
He's a 40/40 for 5. I will play that. Or he's a 44 for 3 because you have a Regalia, hopefully, and then you tap it, and then you just like...
I mean, that's
cool.
fair. I mean, I guess if you think of it that way, he is a 40/40 for 5, so they have to block him at every time.
Every time. And therefore, their resources are being drained to death as long as they don't kill it with a spell. So you're just like, I'll just keep swinging. Don't even care. Thanks. And I'm sure there's some untapped machine stuff that's going about, so you can be like, untap a machine, swing in.
I don't know. I don't think this card's that good.
I think he's pretty cute. Next one, Leginius, the City of Science. 1 blue, it's an addition machine. Enter, draw a card. Whenever you do, I kind of wish it said, whenever you do a judgment, when you do a judgment of a roller, remove this card from the game. You may reveal Leginius, the mechanical city, from outside a game and put it in the field. As long as this card is removed area, you may pay 0 to activate abilities of cards named Leginius, the mechanical city you control. So we'll see what that does, because I have no idea. So whenever you...
No, So what it allows you to do is to keep cycling them in and out. This one, no, never mind. You get mechanical city.
You reveal it from your sideboard, put it into field, and then since this is removed, because that's what you have to do during judgment, you get to pay 0 to activate abilities, which we'll see what that does.
Weird.
Oh, it's not the next one, so sad.
We'll get to it.
Foreshadowing.
Next is the Linked Battle Robot. It is 2 blue and 1 for an 8/8 machine. As long as you control 3 or more machines, machine resonators, J resonators you control get +2/+2. So, wow.
Okay, yeah.
As long as you control 5 or more machines, this card gains flying. As long as you control 7 or more, this other machine resonators you control gain keyword abilities of this card. So J resonators get bigger.
And other controls get bigger and flying.
So if you have a way to give this dude more keyword abilities and a lot of machines, this dude's pretty cool.
So I guess this is where the Regalia of Machina comes into play, where you can get 2 little machines. And plus all the additions and stuff get bigger and stuff, so...
Yeah, he's okay. This Link Battle Robot's neat. I don't really think he's going to be useful that much.
Yeah.
Other than that, he's +2/+2 to all your dudes, which is kind of good. But other than that, he'll probably be standard playable in machines, but that's probably about it.
Yeah, it's just another lord for machines for sure. The next one is Medusa, the Dead Eye of Petrification. 1 blue and 2, 6/6. Whenever this card blocked or is blocked by a resonator, that resonator is put on the bottom of the owner's deck. That's super powerful. 1 blue. Gorgons you control gets +2/+2 until on your turn. Play this ability only once. Oh, so they all sort of help each other. Probably because of all the snakes holding each other together. But this card is awesome and amazing. And how are you going to kill it without burning it or killing it with a card?
Yeah, because it gets to block and put your dude away before it deals damage. So you're like, no, get away.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
That's fun.
It is a good reprint. We'll have to see how good Gorgon Tribal can be. Because I promise you I'll make one at some point in time.
For sure.
They're Gorgons. I love them.
Yep.
Next up is the Mirage Golem. He is a stranger. He's a 1-drop quick cast 7/7 stranger.
Alright.
Whenever this card blocks, recover it and it gains +0/+1000 until the end of turn. This ability triggers only once per turn. Okay?
Okay.
Pay blue, this card gains flying. Pay green, this card gains barrier.
I thought there was going to be a downside to this card, and there is not.
Yeah, there's really not.
No.
It's not like, I don't really feel like it's super game changing.
Yeah.
But it's really, really powerful for what
Yeah.
it does.
It's
a good stranger.
It just survives.
Yeah.
That's all it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Alright, next one is Shangri-La, the Paradise of the Ocean. It's 1 blue and 1. Addition enters, draw a card, because apparently all blue editions need to do that. Water resonators you control get +1/+1. And then as long as you have 5 or more cards in hand, water resonators you control gain another +1/+1.
Oh my god.
This is weird.
This card with old machines, with like Arthur machines,
Yeah.
you just get to be disgusting because what's his face draws you 5 cards every turn. Arthur's like, I'm gonna draw cards.
Yeah,
And then now my dudes are +3/+3 because
And
you have
then-
the other machine.
And then you have the other machine that pluses, and then you also have the other machine that puts counters and
Yeah.
pluses. Like, Jesus.
So water resonators can be real angry right now.
Yeah.
That card could probably see play in the right deck. You just have to build around it.
Oh, yeah.
Next up, Xion, the Sorrowful Songstress. She is 1 blue for a 4/4. Tap, produce a blue or black, spin this wheel, only play Mage Arts.
Yep.
When you play a Water or Darkness Mage Art, target resonator gets a -2/-0 until the end.
Oh. It's okay.
It's pretty neat. I don't know how, like, it's cool because it's a mana ramp, but it's only for, like, certain things.
Yeah. And,
I don't know. We'll see how it can do.
Yeah, and it doesn't kill a thing, and I wish it was a -0, -2,000. That would be pretty cool.
Well, that would make Space-Time Anomaly too good.
Yeah, okay.
Like, that would make
Yeah,
that card way too good.
Because it has Remnant, and it just, like, you melt
Yeah.
things away.
Yeah.
Alright, the next one is, was it Steho?
Sethino.
Oh, Sethino, okay. The Evil Eye of Temptation. It says 1 and 2, 5/6 Gorgon. Enter. Target resonator loses all abilities as long as this card is in the field. Yes, please. And 1 blue, target, and then target Gorgon gets +0/+2 until end of turn, only once per turn. Pretty cool, pretty cute. The art's awesome. Yeah, to be able to have any resonator just lose everything on it, it's super powerful.
Oh, you're a big dude that's really angry? No, it doesn't get anything.
Yeah.
This does not get rid of counters, so the counters still make that dude big, but keywords and all that kind of stuff, gone.
All abilities, yeah.
Next up is Suppression Order. It is 1 blue, quick cast. The artwork is crazy.
Yeah.
It is a sword art chant. And as additional cost to play this card, reveal a machine resonator from your hand. This card deals damage equal to the revealed resonator's attack to target J resonator. This card was awakened. Choose a card from the stranger deck at random, put it in your hand. Awakening is green.
Really good.
I thought we were talking about blue cards. Why is like all of these blue cards do red abilities?
Yeah.
Like literally all of them are like, this dude deals damage to this dude.
And it's from they're not even fighting. It's just like, I reveal this big machine, kill that thing, thank you.
Yeah. This
And
card's real
I
strong.
go get a stranger for 2. That's awesome.
Yeah, 2 mana, kill a dude and get a stranger. Really, really good.
Really good.
Definitely standard playable.
And you can target a J. So have fun with that.
It's a sword art.
It's a sword art.
Yeah.
The next one, the Betrayer returns. It's 1 blue mage art, quick cast Remnant. Target J resonator gains -800 until end of turn. It's limited.
Yeah, it's probably limited good
I
only.
would not play anything else.
I mean, it's cool, but meh.
Meh.
Next up is the Twin Robots. It is a blue for a 2/2 machine. Enter. Put a 2/2 water machine resonator into play.
That's
So
it.
1 mana, you get 2 dudes. So essentially, it's 1 mana for a 4/4, but you get 2 dudes.
Yep. And then
And all the other cards that help machines get stronger, this makes it a lot better because there's multiple entities of that extra pluses.
Yep.
It's kind of cool in that regard.
Can't wait to get your 20+ machines to give that dude Pierce, right?
You're not getting 20 machines.
Next one, Ultimate Shield. It's 1 blue edition. It's a machine, of course. Card's name, Maribel type 0. You control gain barrier again. And then tap target J resonator. You control gains +0/+4. Okay. Tap prevent all damage that would be dealt to target machine resonator until end of turn. Play this ability only if Maribel type 0 is in play. If you control, that's really strong.
Wow.
That part is super good.
Yeah, if you control Maribel type 0, then she gains barrier and you can prevent all damage up to a machine.
Yep, so Maribel type 0 will ultimately be the killing machine that you need.
That's pretty strong.
It will never die.
Next up is the Underwater Robot. He's 2 blue for a 7/7 machine. Rest 2 recovered machines you control. Rest target J resonator. As long as you control 5 or more machines, this card gains barrier.
Yeah, that's
Wow. This dude's pretty good just for the sole fact that you just tap 2 dudes to rest J.
Especially if you're doing little tiny robot dudes.
Yeah.
There's all these little tokens and stuff. Just tap them. Done. And doesn't he look like the robot turtle in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure does.
It's pretty good, though. Definitely a standard build-around card, so he'll probably see some play.
Yeah. Swan Hu, the Sacred Beast. This one's a reprint, correct?
Yeah.
It's a 1 blue and 2, 5/7. Enter. Return target resonator to the owner's hand if the total cost is less or equal to the number of 4 Sacred Beasts you control. And then whenever this card blocks, prevent the next damage that would be dealt until end of turn. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good reprint. It's just for Pricia, really. I mean, blue can use it if they really want to, but you're not going to get a whole lot of value out of it other than blocking. So it's not really worth it for blue.
But the art is amazing.
And that is it for blue. We will step into green now. Alright, our first card in Wind is Athenia, the Windmaster. She is a stranger. It is 1 green for 6/6. Enter. Put up to 2 target cards in any removed area into their owner's graveyard. When this card is put into a graveyard from the field, you may pay a green. If you do, choose a card from your stranger deck at random and put it into your hand.
Okay.
Banish this card. Target stranger or regalia gains barrier until the end of the turn. Kind of a weird stranger.
Yeah.
I bet she's got a lot of fun uses. She can do a lot of extra stuff for you if you have cards removed, so it's kind of neat. But it just depends on what you do with her. Like, I don't know. You kind of build around her.
And, well, the fact that she does protect one of your other dudes, and then once she dies, because you just banish it, then you pay a green, and she replaces herself, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Yeah, she seems really solid, but not as strong as, like, the blue-black ones we've been seeing.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Don't cheat! It's 3 green and quick cast. Sorry, this seems like a fake card. It's a sword art. You may play this card without paying its mana cost if the target is a spell that was not played from a hand. Okay, if it targets a spell that was not played from a hand, cancel target chance spell if you control a Wind Regalia draw card. Yeah.
This card seems weird.
Yeah. Seems pretty
So
good.
essentially, if you're playing a spell that's from the graveyard or something, or any kind of like...
So Remnant,
it totally cancels Remnant cards.
Yeah, for free. And
so
then
that's kind of cool.
And you have Wind Regalia, you draw a card. So it's a counter that's a cantrip.
Neat.
That's pretty good. That's called cheating, so I don't know why she's being a hypocrite.
Yeah. Next up is Pricia's Call to Action. This is a green. I do believe it has been eroded to be a chant instant. And because for whatever reason, they forgot to put that on there. But it is, you may pay a green less to play this card if it targets a beast. Target Resonator gains swiftness and precision till the end of turn. Draw a card.
Nice. So just anything you play, because you're going to be playing beast, it's free.
Yeah, this is a reprint, and that's why they had to change it to an instant, because the old one was an instant, and then this one wasn't, and people were like, "But what? Why?
Like,
what happened?
What changed?"
Yeah.
All right. King Long, the Sacred Beast, 2 blue or 2 green and 1, 8/8. Enter. If you control another 4 Sacred Beasts, draw a card. Pay 1. Other 4 Sacred Beast Resonators you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Play this ability only once. It's okay.
Yeah, it's pretty neat for what it does.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, it's a 4 Sacred Beast, so Pricia is using it,
Yeah.
and that's really about it.
You draw a card. Yeah, it's okay.
Next up is a Ratatosker,
Ooh.
the Spirit Beast of Yggdrasil. It is a green for a 0/2 beast. It's a little squirrel.
Yep.
Beast you control cannot be targeted by spells or abilities your opponents control during your opponent's turn.
Okay. Thanks.
When resonates in your hand, gain quick cast. Whenever another resonator enters the field under your control, this card gets +2/+2 until end of turn. So this little squirrels can kill you.
Yeah, this guy.
And it gives all your dudes quickness.
I mean, have
Great.
you seen the tattoos? He's swole. He's squirrel. Like, this is definitely one of the
Swole squirrel is swole.
one drops that you get with the lion that we talked about earlier.
Yeah. Because this dude automatically comes into play and protects your dudes.
Yeah.
And it gives your other dudes quick cast. So, like, you're not really losing any value because you're like, oh, I can splash this dude in.
Yeah, exactly. That guy is really good. And the next one is Rushing Boar. It's a 1 green, 4/4 piggy. Enters. Put a friendship counter on your J roller. As long as you control 3 or more friendship counters on your J roll, this gains precision. So it's okay. It's cute. Depending on how you build around, this might not be able to be used, to be honest.
Yeah. But you could also, again, with that 3-drop dude, you could use like a 1 of this dude just to help you get precision and an extra friendship counter for free. Pretty good in that regard.
Yeah.
Next up is the Secret Hot Spring of Sisei. It is 1 green for an addition. Enter, put a friendship counter on your J ruler. You may search your deck for a 4 sacred beast, reveal it, and put it in your hand. Alright.
Not too bad.
Tap, if there are 3 more friendship counters on your J ruler, you may put a 4 sacred beast from your hand into the field.
Oh, this is how you do it without dealing with other mana.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad.
So this allows you to get free dudes.
Yep. That's pretty good. That could be...
It doesn't matter which sacred beast you drop as long as you have 3 or more friendship counters. So that's kind of good.
Yeah, that's really good. All right, next one is Sisei, the Ancient Forest. It's 1 green and 1 addition forest, which I don't know why they have to put that in parentheses. Beast and 4 sacred beasts you control get +2/+2, which is great. Whenever Resident Area you control is put in the graveyard from the field, you may pay 3, 2 green and 1. If you do, draw a card. I like this card. It's definitely built around standard, but I would put 1 or 2 maybe in the deck.
And it's mostly there for the +2/+2. The other part is okay if you get it, but that seems a bit hefty to draw a card.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you have to, you have to.
Yeah, your dudes die.
Don't fault it.
Yeah, for sure.
Next up, Sprout of the Treasure Tree. It is a 1 green, 0/100 stranger. Discard a card, banish this card, produce 3 wills of any 1 attribute.
Nice.
It's a weird stranger, but it could be used pretty cool because you're just like, cool, get a free extra manas.
And just ramping up really well.
Yeah.
Next one, World Tree Spider. It's 2 green and 1. This art is intense.
Yeah.
It's an 8/8 beast. If there are 3 or more friendship counters on your J ruler, this card gains quick cast and you pay 1 less for it. So enter, destroy target Resonator with flying. Okay, this card can block J Resonators with flying. So it has reach technically by other terms, but it's it can be really good.
Yeah, this dude's in my opinion more of a sideboard card.
Yeah.
Because if they're not playing flying, this card is just an 8/8 for 3, and you can do so much better with 3 mana right now. Like,
Agreed.
This card's really good as a sideboard tech. So standard sideboard in my opinion.
Agreed.
That is actually it for Wind. We're gonna delve into Darkness, and our first dude is the Brutal Majin. He is a black and 3 for a 10/10 demon with Bane. Because a 10/10 already isn't going to kill it, but I'll forego that.
In case.
If your opponent controls a J Resonator with attack 0 or less, you may pay 3 less to play this card. Okay. Destroy target Resonator with attack 0 or less. So this card with Valentina straight kills anything you want to.
Yes.
Twice. I mean, pretty much, because it's got Bane. So if you, for whatever reason, you can get this dude turn 2 pretty easily, or turn 3. If you have Energize, you get it turn 2.
Yeah.
Because you play the Regalia, trigger it, and you have your 1 black left over to be like, that dude costs 1. I have a 10/10 that kills your dude.
Yeah. So that's super solid.
Yeah.
That's a really weird combination that they thought of. And they're like, yeah, this is going to be so cool. And
this dude's angry.
Yeah, he's angry. He's, as they said, brutal.
Yeah.
The next, Dance of the Shadows. It's quick cast, 1 darkness and 3. It's a mage art. It has Remnant as well. Put target Resonator from your graveyard into the field. At the next of end turn, remove it from the game. Now, is this eroded or is this correct?
This is correct, but it is a reprint and it is super good.
Yes.
This card is very good as like a 2-of. Because essentially you get 4 copies of it.
Yeah.
So you get to get a dude back for free. Well, not for free, but 4 mana, you're like, cool, bring this dude back as an instant.
Yeah.
Anytime I need to, I can bring this dude back. So the little Bane guy that we just talked about, you're like, cool, your dude has 0 power, bring him back.
And kill, you're dead.
It's disgusting. And it's a mage art, so it literally costs 2 less now. It's so good.
Yeah. This stuff is pretty insane for sure. All right, next one, Laboratory of Forbidden Arts. It's 1 darkness addition. Tap, destroy target Resonator with attack 0 or less. Okay, put a Forbidden Arts counter on this card. Tap, remove a Forbidden Arts counter from this card, draw a card.
Neat. So the synergy with her just being like, your dude's at 0 power, and like all of her other stuff that says your dudes get minus power, is now it makes more sense why it just does that.
Yeah.
Because it makes these cards a lot stronger. And this just being able to tap and kill dudes is pretty strong. That is it for Darkness, and we will step into Multicolor. Alright, our first multicolor card is Aura of the Sacred Sword. It is a white-blue for quick cast sword art. And you and your entities you control gain barrier until the end of turn, draw a card.
Yes.
If you control Excalibur and a J ruler named Faria, you may play this card without paying its cost.
God, okay.
So I am proud of them for finally giving older rulers extra support in the new set. So good job on y'all.
Yep.
Maybe it may not be a lot, but it's something. You're doing better on that.
Yeah.
So you're not just totally forgoing the old ones. But that card is really strong because it just is free.
Yeah, it's just free because you know you're going to be playing those two. So thanks.
Yeah.
All right, next one is Awakening of Ambition. It's a blue and a black mage art. Look at your opponent's hand, choose a card, and put that on the bottom of their deck. If this card was awakened, choose a card from the stranger deck at random and put it into your hand. And how you awaken it is discard 2 cards. So it might be worth it, it might not, depending on what you have.
I like the ability of it being awakened for free
Yeah.
by discarding cards, but it's kind of rough because it does set up some other stuff because you can use like your Dance with Shadows to bring it back. So it's kind of cool in that regard, but
Yeah, you can do some graveyard shenanigans for sure.
it's still dangerous.
Yeah.
Next up is Burning Rush. It is a red-green for a Sword Art Chant. It's got Quick Cast. Choose one. This card deals 1,000 damage to target J Resonator, or target J Resonator you control gets plus 1,000, plus 1,000.
Okay.
Sweet. If there are 3 or more friendship counters on your J ruler, you may pay a red or green less. No, you may pay red or green to play this card instead. If there are 7 or more friendship counters on your J ruler, you may play this card without paying its cost.
Yeah. So that's a hefty 7. That's a lot of numbers.
I mean, you get to them, but for a free plus 1,000 to a dude, or for a free shoot a dude, pretty good. Or 1 mana.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw how good Keurig Spell was. That was 1 mana, just shoot something for 6. This is 1 mana, shoot for 1,000.
Yeah.
Zot.
And the fact that your dudes, a lot of them have Pierce apparently now. So you're just like, cool. 1 green, do this. Now God's Art.
Yeah,
you're dead.
This dude's big. Definitely going to be a standard playable card. I don't see it being a multiple of a card on that one, but it's still pretty good.
Definitely. Next one is Kronos, the Master of the Labyrinth. It's a stranger. It has a lot of text, so bear with me. It's a 2 blue and a black, 10/10. And he's a myth. That's his Resonator type. Enter and at the beginning of your turn, choose one that was not chosen in this game. Your opponent cannot play Resonators until the end of your turn, or your opponent cannot play Chants until end of their turn, or your opponents cannot play Additions until the end of their turn, or your opponents cannot play Regalias until the end of their turn. So basically, you're just gonna choose 2. The spells and the Resonators, but that depends on what you need at that time for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you have to choose all 4 as you go, but so be it. It's 4 turns of them not getting to play something.
Yeah. And you only want 1 in the Stranger deck because it says not chosen in this game. So therefore, if you get another one, it doesn't matter because all those have been chosen or whatever.
Yeah.
If you went through him already.
Yeah, you may not think it's a big deal, but over time, if you choose the right thing at the right time, it could be detrimental. If you're like, don't play Regalias this turn, and they need that Regalia to trigger things, it could help.
Agreed.
Next up is the Communication Robot. He is a green and a blue for a 6/6 machine with flying, and you tap, produce, or banish 2 machines, choose a card in your Stranger deck at random, and put it in your hand.
Huh. All right.
It's kind of cool. I don't know how good he's gonna be because I don't feel like you want to get rid of all your machines just to get strangers because machines kind of work with themselves.
Yeah.
So losing machines to get a stranger, to me, it doesn't seem worth it. It could be, but it doesn't feel like it's worth it to me.
We'll see how many of the token ones are showing up and all that.
Yeah, it could be useful, but I think there's better.
Right. Oh, here's another one that actually helps with the old stuff. Elemental the Demon Sword. It's a 2 red and black. It's a 12/100. It has swiftness and precision. All right. At the end of your turn, banish this card. Okay, sounds good. When this card is put in the graveyard from the field, choose a card from the Stranger deck at random and put it in your hand. That's awesome. Rest a recovered card name of Leviathan you control. Put this card from your graveyard into the field. If it would leave this card, remove it into the game instead. Jeez.
So
yes.
this card is actually quite amazing.
Yes.
So, yes, removing it from the game is a thing, but also the 1 red card that says return a dude that's removed from or bring a card removed from the game to your hand is a card again.
Yeah.
Or return to a Memoria. So you get this card back after it already murks a dude. It's a 12-1, so
Yeah.
either way it's going to die, so you might as well. And it has swiftness and precision, so it can kill pretty much anything it needs to kill.
Yes.
This card is awesome.
This card is really good. And with, Leviathan, turn 2 you play that, and then turn 3 you do this swing, either kill a dude or whatnot, then it goes into play, then you tap Leviathan, bring it back, and you swing in for 12. Doesn't matter.
That's dumb, yeah.
This card is so good.
Being able to kill a dude and then hit for 12 with that same turn is kind of disgusting.
Yeah, turn 3 by the way.
Yeah.
Super good.
And you have an extra stranger to play.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it does that too.
Yeah. Next up is Forbidden Summoning. 2 blue and black for a Chant Mage Art. You search your deck for up to 3 Gorgons that don't share a name, reveal them, and put them in your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Remove this card from the game and put a Forbidden Cards counter on it. Then, if you control a J Resonator or J Ruler named Valentina, put up to 3 Gorgons that don't share a name from your hand into the field.
Okay.
As long as this card is in your removed area with 1 or more forbidden counters on it, Gorgons you control get +2/+2.
What?
So the Gorgon deck is shaping up pretty crazy because
Right.
you're just like, here's a whole bunch of things. My Gorgons get bigger, and I have 3 free dudes. So, like, this card is literally 3 mana, search for 3 dudes and put them in play.
In play, just straight up.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't you play Valentina with this card, right?
Yeah. This card is pretty good for that. It makes the Gorgons really strong because you get 3 of them at the same time.
Yeah.
And that was the major issue you had before with them, is they took too long to get in play.
Yeah.
But with this, you're just like, cool. I would definitely play 4 of these.
Agreed.
Because I assume, yeah, each one triggers its own self. So if you have all 4 removed, then you get +8/+8.
Yeah.
Solid.
And the fact that most of the Gorgons that we already talked about cost 3 or more, this is perfect.
Yeah.
You're just like, cool. I have an army now for 3. Wow. Hey, all right, the next one is Forest Bear. It's a green and a red quick cast, 6/6. Enter. This card may deal damage equal to its attack to target attacking or blocking J Resonator. This ability triggers only if there are 3 or more friendship counters on your J Ruler. Okay. So it's not instant cast, turn 2, destroy your dude, I
Yeah.
can swing for win.
Yeah. It's still really strong just because
Yeah.
it can kill a dude for free. And, I mean, it's in the same colors you're already doing that in. So you might as well. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Really good, actually.
Next is Huang Long. He is a red and a green for a 5/5 God/Beast. This card gets +2/+2 for each 4 sacred beasts you control. Enter. Reveal cards from the top of your deck until you reveal a 4 sacred beast resonator that doesn't share a name with the resonators you control. Put that card in the field and shuffle the rest into your deck. So you get a free 4 sacred beast.
Yep.
As long as you control 4 or more with different names, this card and 4 sacred beasts you control get swiftness, flying, and barrier. Wow.
Yeah.
He is pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty silly for sure.
It doesn't share a name.
So therefore, if you have one already, then it gets a new one that you don't have.
So for those that I'm sorry, I'm just going to tell you right now, you can be like, turn 2, play this dude, flip until you get an Alice and put her into play.
Yep.
But she is still a 4 sacred beast. So you're like, cool. I have a 3-drop and a 2-drop on turn 2.
Yep.
Because that seems good.
Put it on the field, yeah. It's pretty good.
It's pretty dumb. It'll happen at some point, don't worry.
All right, this is Maribella. It's a green and a blue, 6/6. She is a human machine. Enter. Search your deck for a machine, reveal it, and put it in your hand. Okay, cool. 1 blue. Just not look at the top 5 or anything. Just go. Let's just go whatever machine you want.
Yeah.
1 blue. Discard this card. Search your deck for a card named Maribella type 0. Reveal it, and put it in your hand, and shuffle your deck. Remove this card from your graveyard from the game. Put a soul counter on Maribella 0 you control. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Just everything you ever needed in one little card.
She can do a lot. You're like, cool, 2, search for a dude.
Yeah.
Discard this, search for it. This, put it
Yeah.
in your hand, and then make the thing better.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, definitely going to be played in machines in a...
Fora for sure.
Yeah, any kind of machine deck, because she gets you any card you need, and that's the major issue, is it's a creature with a tutor on it.
Yeah.
Like, who cares what else it does? It's a creature that's 2-drop that tutors for a card.
Yep.
Solid.
And it's either the card you need or Regalia you need, and then you can just bonus your Regalia.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Next up, Mariabella's Recycling Robot. He is 2 blue and a green for an 8/8 machine. Enter, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Put a 2/2 water machine resonator into the field for each machine discarded this way. If this card is awakened, draw 2 cards. Wow.
Remove 2 machines. Oh.
And then awakening is remove 2 machines in your graveyard from the game. So you can easily get the draw 2, discard 2, and then but if you awaken it, you draw 4 and discard 2.
We know what the company's favorite archetype is right now, because this is insane.
Yeah, so Arthur, you get better too now. Like, way better.
Yeah.
Because machines are disgusting now.
And you're going to be playing like a 60-card, 100-card machine deck, because they're so good, all of them. You just put them all together.
And you just draw all the cards you need.
All of them. Yeah, exactly. Alright, here we go. Maribel type 0. It's a blue and a green machine regalia. Mythic, of course, because you only have one on the field. Your J-Ruler gains barrier. Cool.
Because that's what he needs.
Yeah, exactly. If Gil wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Tap. Produce 2 wheels of any combination of green or blue. Spin this only to play God's Arts, Strangers, or Sword Arts. 0. This card becomes a 10/10 resonator until end of turn. Play this ability only if there is a soul counter on this card.
Huh.
So there we go.
So yeah, you have to have the other one to get the soul counter on this. So
Yep.
it's like drawback, but it's really not that much of a drawback. Because it's only a machine resonator until the end of turn, so like you get to choose when it's a resonator.
Yeah.
So that makes it so much harder to kill.
Yeah.
Because they have to kill with regalias. So your regalia break card from red, that card became a lot better now.
Yeah, immediately. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And he does not give a soul counter at all, does it? It's
No.
just...
Not that I know of. It's just the other Maribel.
But the Deus Ex machine does put a counter of whatever it wants.
Yeah. Yep. And next up is the Nameless Knight. It is a white-blue for a 6/6 Knight of the Round Table. Oh jeez, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Enter. Remove target darkness resonator from the game. Your opponent pays 2 more to play activate abilities of resonators they control.
Okay.
Whenever a stranger enters the field under your control, you pay a white. If you do, put this card from the graveyard into your hand. So it just straight mercs a dark dude, and they pay 2 more to play any ability. So awesome.
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, your resonator that does something neat? No.
No, pay 2 more,
Thanks.
please.
That's so strong.
And when you kill it, then we're going to have play a stranger and get this back on the field, or
Yeah.
into your hand.
She's going to be really good in any kind of white-blue deck just because she taxes your opponent, which that automatically hurts.
Yeah,
And it's a tax that you can always get back.
I like it. Alright, next one is Royal Palace Guardian Mage Freya. It's a stranger. Blue-green, quick cast, 7/7. Enter. You may change all targets of target spell or ability that has 1 or more targets. That's really good. That's super good, actually.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to target to her.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, your kill spell? Kill your dude.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Or multiple damage spells? Alright, move them all to your creatures. Thanks.
Yeah. That's really strong as a good... It's a really good stranger, because if you have it in your hand, you're just like, I'm going to use this to protect my dudes when I need to.
Yep. Just like that.
Next up is the Sniper Robot. Dude looks angry.
Yeah.
He's a green and a blue for a 6/6 machine. Enter, you may rest X recovered machine resonators you control, where X is the total cost of target resonator. If you do, destroy it.
Yeah, seems good.
That's a pretty cool idea. Like, because it doesn't let you get extra value by killing their dude because you have to tap all yours.
Yeah.
But if you need that dude dead, this dude's just like, cool, let's tap, kill that dude. And you don't actually lose your dudes because you don't have to swing into him. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
And you could tap this dude when he enters as one of the X ones.
Yep.
Alright, next one is Super Beast Burning Rush. It's 2 red, 2 green. It's a sword art. So, here we go. Put a friendship counter on your J-Ruler. If this card was awakened, choose X times from the following. Otherwise, choose X times from the following at random, where X is the number of friendship counters on your J-Ruler. So, awaken is 2 red and 2 green. So for 8, you get to choose. If not, it's all random. So,
Okay.
here we go. Where is it? Okay, so X number of friendship counters on your Jerry Ruler. You can choose any options multiple times because if it's random, it happens. So this card deals 500 damage to your opponent, puts a 600 Wind Beast Resonator token in the field. It gains swiftness until end of turn. Oh, yeah. Recover up to 2 magic stones you control, or choose a card from your stranger deck and random and put it in your hand.
Huh.
Kind of weird.
I don't know how strong this card's gonna be.
Yeah.
I could see you using like a one of,
Yeah.
And that's still a stretch because it costs a lot. Especially if you try to awaken it. Good lord. I mean, it's really good if you get the awaken, but I don't see it being worth it.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Not for an SR rank for sure.
Yeah.
That's just meh.
This card as a full art SR is going to look gorgeous, though. I'll tell you that right now.
Agreed.
But I don't know if it's going to be worth it.
I don't think it.
So be careful playing that.
Yeah.
The next up is the Determination of the Machine Lord. He is a blue and a green for a quick cast sword art. Choose one. Machine resonators you control gain swiftness and +2/+2 until end of turn.
Okay.
Or 2 target machines you control, or return 2 target machines you control to the owner's hands. Or search your deck for 2 machines with total cost 1 or less. Put one in the field and the other in the graveyard, then shuffle your deck.
All right then.
So this card's really pretty strong for 2 mana.
Yeah.
Because it's essentially free, because it's a sword art.
Yep.
And you get 2 dudes where you make your dudes bigger.
Pretty good.
Pretty strong.
Yeah.
Definitely going to be playable in Maribella and machines.
Yep. The next one, the Tune-Up of Maribella. It's a green and a blue sword art. Choose one. And it has quick cast as well. If you do not control Maribella, choose one at random instead. So, destroy target machine resonator you control, draw X cards, where X is the total number of cost resonator. Is the total cost of the resonator destroyed this way? Jesus.
What?
That's a lot. Or put 6 1/1 counters on target machine resonator you control, or put a token copy of target machine resonator you control to the field.
This card is disgustingly good.
So here we go. If you do at random and you destroy one of your most important machines out there, that is where sad comes from.
Yeah.
But then you draw X cards.
But if you have Maribella, this card is you choose one how you want.
Yep.
And you get to just be ridiculous with it.
Agreed.
The next card for Multicolored we got is Wander in the Nightmare Land. She is a black, blue, and a black for an 8/8 Wanderer. Enter, choose a number. Your opponent banishes a resonator with total cost equal to that number. If this card is awakened, your opponent banishes all resonators with total cost equal to that number, and you choose a card from your stranger deck at random and put it in your hand. Awakenings, remove 3 resonators in your graveyard from the game.
Seems fair enough.
Oh, so this is where the other card that puts dudes in the graveyard matters. Because you get to put them into play and just remove it and not care.
And just kill all the stuffs. And this will go definitely against machines when you're like, pay 0, kill all those tokens out.
Yeah. Yeah, this card just is going to do a lot of work for a lot of different decks. Essentially against the aggro decks because it gives blue-black a way back in.
Yeah.
Because you're like, cool, I don't care about these resonators. Let's kill all your dudes.
Yeah, at least. Alright, and we'll get into the colorless now. And the first one we have is Clockwork Soldiers. It's a 1-drop 3/3. It has Precision Machine for some reason. And you pay 1, this card gets +2/+0 until end of turn. At the next of turn, it says next end of turn, its controller banishes it.
So
it's weird.
It can pump itself. You just want to pump it up 1 turn to just make it super angry if you have to kill it. But really, it's just a 1-drop machine that helps you get what you need done.
Yeah. Limited for sure. I don't know if I would ever play this in standard.
I don't think it's worth it in standard because there's a lot better machines. Next up is the Healing Gimmick. It's the best name for a stranger yet.
Yep.
And he's really good for what he does. He is 0 for a stranger. He's a 2/6 little machine. Banish this card, you gain 1,000 life and draw a card.
Nice.
Solid.
Super good.
Pay a blue and a green, remove a machine in your graveyard from the game. Put this card in your graveyard from your graveyard into your hand. Play this ability only if your J ruler is Machina. So if you're Machina, he gets to be a lot better. But otherwise, you're just like, cool, banish this card, gain 1,000, draw a card.
Sounds good.
So don't be afraid to put him in other stranger decks if you're not playing Machina, because he's still 0 to gain 1,000, draw a card.
Yeah.
And that will still get you enough into the game to help you.
And even so, he's super good in Machine. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Machines, he's even more disgusting.
Alright, here we go. We're finally here. This is Legenius, the Mechanical City. It's 2-drop addition machine. Machines you control get +2/+2, so that's not too bad. It's all the lords. But you can pay 2, tap, target resonator loses flying, first strike, pierce, and precision. Till end of turn, if it does, another target resonator gains that ability until end of turn. So, with that other one that's exiled, you pay 0 to get this ability. So pay 0, tap, and then you be like, whatever. They lose this, my machine gets this, go in. It's pretty good.
It's pretty cool.
Well, the thing gets a counter, so it's +2/+2, and then this gets +2/+2. So for 4, it does 4 +2.
The ability that it gives them +2/+2 all the time is what makes it worth it.
Yes.
To me, it still feels a little too gimmicky because you're gonna have to put too much into it for you to try to get value out of it.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing that other card turn 1 or turn 2, and then this turn, the next turn after, that's already 2 turns of them dropping dudes.
Yeah.
Seems kind of not worth it to me, but
it's definitely late game build.
I don't know. It could be good. Not sure. Next up is the Machine Lab of Legenius. It is 2 for an addition machine. Enter. Put target machine total cost 2 or less from your graveyard into the field.
Okay.
So this card's pretty sweet.
Yeah, this card's really sweet. Especially for all the other ones where you sacrifice and you do other things. But this guy just brings a dude back.
So this is actually really good for that 40/40 machine because you're like, cool, put that dude in my yard, pay 2, get that dude back. Oh, never mind. This machine costs 2 or less.
But
thank God they thought about that.
Is the new Arthur 2? The 2-drop?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what else do you need, right?
Yeah, you get the old Arthur back.
That's all you need.
Draw lots of cards.
Alright, next one is Maribella's Work. It's a 5-drop quick cast. Chant. You may pay 1 less to play this card for each machine you control. Draw 2 cards. So essentially it could be free draw 2 cards. Insane.
Yeah, I like this card a lot actually. It's very well rounded because it's high enough that it's worth it, but it's also cheaper. And if you have enough to make it cheap enough, you can make it 0, which is super good.
Which is, yeah. I think in every card game ever, you want to pay nothing to draw 2 cards. Yeah. That's the name of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty fair statement.
Some people play games just to draw cards, not really win.
Definitely going to be used in any kind of limited or standard format.
For sure.
Next up is the Remote Control Beast. He is 4 for an 8/8. It is Machine/Beast. You may pay 1 less to play this card for each machine you control. So this is good for Machina or Pricia if you really want to, but it's better with Machina.
Right? They should have done Machine/Beast control. That would be cute.
Yeah. I like it. I think it's really strong. It's just in 4-drop 8/8.
Yeah, it could be a 1-drop or a free drop 8/8.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
It was cute.
We'll see what it does.
Alright, here we go. Remote controlled Golem. It's a 10-drop. I like how it just has 10 in the middle. It doesn't even fit in the circle. It's a 20/20. You may pay 1 less to play this for each card machine you control. This card cannot be destroyed. So it has Eternal. So I don't know why they just didn't say Eternal. But, yeah.
Because it's a reprint.
Oh, is it a reprint?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why.
But there's still a way you can get rid of it because that Loki is just like, hey, remove everything because I don't care about you
and then
in
get
your life.
rid of it all the time.
And then we do still have Adiractes Memoria because it's still there to help you pay for manas. And then we have Magic Stone of the Deepwood, which is the blue-green stone.
Yep.
I do believe that is it for the set.
Yep.
This set is going to be super wild.
Yeah. It looks really bonkers, and everyone's going to be playing machines, I'm sure, for the next year or so.
Yeah, machines are going to get a lot more powerful, so... And even, like, the older machines are going to get stronger. Like, Vivian and Arthur and Lancelot, good lord, Lancelot just got so much better.
Yeah.
And I don't like that, but it's what it is.
For sure. But I don't know. I think blue-black looks very promising.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Me and Cardo both that blue-black's going to be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like this set. It's got a lot of fun stuff, and I can't wait to see what it does. Thank you guys for joining us here on the channel. We will see y'all again next time. Goodbye. Also, guys, just remind y'all to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and if you want to keep up to date on all our future content, make sure you click that bell. It'll give you all the notifications you need.
With that, we'd like to go ahead and give a big thank you to all our fans that support us through the year, and especially our Patreon support people. We do like to give a shout out to our Mythic and Above supporters, and that would be Dwayne Higgs. Thank you very much. We love you.